Oh,
Should I
folks on
maybe
YouTube.
explore and hope I find some casting points
Um,
before I start that battle?
no, you'll probably be fine with these units.
Okay.
Just as long as you're careful. Hello, folks on YouTube. Welcome back. Another Age of Wonders 3 multiplayer video. Here with Joe. Say hi if you want. I don't know.
Hello.
Yeah, someone, actually the person we might be doing a future multiplayer with said hi Joe in one of the videos before. I think that was her. So
Yep.
I think she's my only female subscriber. So let's look at my demographics. It's 96%
Yeah.
male now. It's like, what? That means there's
Yeah.
one female subscriber.
That sounds about right for strategy games.
Well, I also do politics videos, you would think, but
Yeah. All right.
anyways, yeah,
I'll start the ancient ruins.
yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't even realize you're working a long story. I might have to do the runes first because I think that adds movement points to a lot of your armies.
Oh
So
yeah.
they could have moved
Yeah.
further,
Yeah. Archers.
but that's
That's
fine. Yeah, you did have a Storm Sister with. I don't think Storm
probable
Sisters
victory.
benefit.
Ooh.
So,
2 dwarf berserkers, 2 high elf berserkers. Nothing but berserkers. And they've got mass curse as well.
Berserkers and Massacres.
Yeah.
So I think I could be wrong, but I think Berserkers are pretty vulnerable to arrows. Massacres. Yeah, might as well fight it. Give it your best shot. You might have to junk the
Ooh, no, they have
Massacres.
project. Or is that just the dwarves? Yeah, the dwarves have projectile resistance. That's a shame.
Oh, the elves don't, but the dwarves do.
The elves don't.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Dang,
That
dwarves.
makes Dwarven Warlords much tougher than I thought. I didn't realize their Berserkers got projectile resistance, since it's literally in the flavor text that, like, they don't use shields, they're vulnerable to arrows.
Oh,
Like, the idea is I think, like, it talks about someone's brother became a Berserker and then he died to an arrow he didn't catch or something. Anyways, yeah, anyway, I'd give it my best shot. You might need to cast a spell or disjunct the Mass Curse.
yeah.
You'll probably have to do one of those. Depends on the terrain.
Let's see. Terrain's not bad for archery.
Charge and overwhelm on the. What gimmick do the high elves have? They're nothing. Apparently, high elves just make bad berserkers. Why would anyone ever use a high elf berserker? It looks like.
Yeah. I mean, they don't sound like they would work together.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, shoot.
What?
I crashed.
Oh?
Yeah, it really doesn't like mid-battle inspecting anything. All I did was look at the high elves.
I mean, I look at them all the time. You just clicked on the unit card and it crashed.
Yeah, I
Well,
opened up the high elves unit card. I don't
weird.
know. The only times I've ever crashed with the game is looking at stuff in battle like that.
Well, yeah. Here we go. Left the session. So let me, folks on
Oops.
YouTube. I'm going to pause this recording. I will see you folks when I get this back up. Anyways, folks in YouTube, welcome back. We're just about to, I guess, do this battle in the Ancient Ruins again. Saved right before it. I was just telling Joe if he had taken, I didn't realize if he'd taken the fire line instead of the air line, he could have got it so his cities like tropical terrain, which elves normally don't. He took air, which lets him turn terrain into Arctic terrain, but I don't know if it actually lets the cities like the Arctic terrain. Maybe it does. Maybe he'll eventually get such an upgrade.
Yeah. We'll have to see. All right, I'm gonna
Uh,
start that battle again and hope. Hopefully the RNG is better this time. It could and not at least not worse. Oh, this will bring me up to 100 knowledge a turn as well. That's great. Yeah, clearing this will be helpful.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm staying at a puny. It looks like 40 knowledge a turn.
Same army as before. Looks like yeah, 2 dwarves and 2 high elves. Okay.
Yeah, you're sitting there at 100 knowledge. I only bring 40 knowledge a turn.
40?
40. That's it.
Dang. Yeah, I'm
That's
at
why I'm
90 right
building a
now.
laboratory. I haven't gotten any sites that gave knowledge.
Oh yeah, you don't have like creation node mastery or something either.
Yeah, and I don't have like any lost libraries in my territory. You do.
Yeah.
I don't. So, um,
Okay, so I don't know if I can cast any of my spells. Leader not, yeah, leader not present, double cost. So it says 14. It's gonna cost 28.
hold on. You got to go first this time. I thought last time they went first.
Oh, no, they went first. They just all guarded. Looks
Oh,
like.
well, so this time they didn't move forward. Well, that's
Yeah,
cool, I guess.
unfortunate.
Oh no, that's good. That lets you like
No, yeah,
position your units more carefully, rather
yeah.
than if they rush you, because you rely on ranged units.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Should I try
I mean,
disjuncting the spell though? Because that I can afford. It's a 50
uh,
50 roll, but
I mean, it's only got a 50% chance of success. What like combat spells can you cast?
none. I have 23 cast. I have 23 casting points, and since my ruler's not here, my cheapest spell of 14 is worth 28.
Wait, your cheapest spell is 14? I
Yep.
thought it was like 7 and it's doubled to 14.
Oh, is it? I'm not
This
sure. It says 14 right now. Is that pre
that's
or after double?
that's after.
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought I couldn't cast any of these. Yeah, no,
I was gonna
yeah, I
that
could cast these spells.
yeah. So like
Um,
what
I can cast. Oh, yeah, no, I was misreading this. Yeah, it's good they're already doubled then. Seeker Enchantment, Suffocate, Root Spears, and Dispel I can cast.
seeker enchantment? What does that do again?
Target friendly units' ranged abilities ignore range penalties and line of sight penalties and do 1 extra damage.
Ignores line of sight. That's pretty good. Suffocate does how much damage though?
Suffocate will do 15.
Hmm. Uh, but that's a one time. Seeker enchantment lasts to end of combat, right?
Root Spears does 18. Sorry, Seeker Enchantment lasts. It doesn't say. I'm guessing, yeah, till the end of combat.
Hmm. All right. Then I might try giving seeker enchantment to that hunter in the very middle of your stack because the other hunter has low morale. The one in the center of your stack has better morale because it's won a battle before. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, its
the
morale
one
is
that's the one that's in front of the initiate.
yeah. I'd probably
All
give
right.
that seeker enchantment
Okay.
because that way, yeah, now it can like shoot over the terrain and not have to worry about like line of sight penalties
Yeah.
from all this junk
Sweet.
if they start like moving up and um hmm uh looking at the range of this thing. If that hunter moves forward, 3 tiles and like to the left one, can it hit? Well, can it hit the high elf berserker?
If it moves 3 tiles forward and then left. So left one. So like 4 tiles in between those two pillars. That spot. Um
Well, let's see. I'm orienting it so that they're on the top. 3 tiles
yeah.
and then upper left one. I think, yeah, it can hit the high elf berserker. You don't want to bother the dwarves because they're projectile resistant.
Let's
But
see.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, I think. Might be just out of range.
Hmm.
Let me double check.
Oh, yeah, it's going to have to move 5 tiles. Shoot. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little much to go forward.
If it moves 5 tiles, the high elf berserker. The other high elf berserker can get a hit on it.
Yeah. Hmm. Looks like there's a high elf berserker on the right. So yeah, I might gather your units up on the right side and try and mow down that high elf berserker on the far right of their stack. Um, take out their left flank on the right side of the map for you. Um,
So head right.
yeah, I would try and gather units up on the right side and kill that high elf berserker as they approach.
Okay.
Um, the hunter with the secret enchantment could probably take. Well, you don't want it too far forward, but yeah. And actually, it now can stand in the middle of this like open area and still not have to worry about enemies having cover anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So what spots do you recommend I move to?
like among those pillars on the right side of the map.
Like directly right, or should I move forward and right?
Like directly right first, because if they start moving towards you,
Okay. Should I have my dread monkey up close to them?
maybe a little closer than the rest, because it's more melee focused. But might have it.
Or
Yeah, to just have it guard there
okay.
and just pile up the units. Crush their right flank, except that's just their left flank. Oh god. I wanted to say something cheeky about politics, but I'm like, actually, that's their left flank.
Yeah. Oh, I can't put him close to this dread monkey though without getting him sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I would pile up your other units a little further back. And
Right
that,
here.
well, that's closer, but to them.
Yeah, I could move the dread monkey forward though. Oh no, because actually then he could get hit that next turn. Oh shoot.
Yeah, I would just leave them where they are, and because you can probably like shoot them and pull back as they approach.
Okay.
Try and maximize the time where it's ranged attacks only, because they have no ranged capabilities, so you can skirmish them. Yeah, and just line up your units over on the right side there.
Oh, this long woman can't go very far.
Yeah. I need to hit the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna pause the recording and leave you to, I guess, look at the. Oh, they're about to take their turn. Um, I don't know if you want to let them take their turn first, or. But I just need to run to the bathroom. I'll be back.
All right. I'll just see what they do and then think a bit.
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess I'll let that be recorded then.
Okay.
Oh, they didn't move at
Nope,
all.
they did nothing.
All right.
Well,
Well, I'm gonna
okay.
pause recording and I have to hit the bathroom. I'll be back. I also need some more
All right,
coffee.
that's
Ciao,
fine.
ciao. All right. Can you hear me, Joe?
Yep.
Oh. All right. I'm back. I don't know if you're thinking, turn whatever. I went and got some coffee and I realized I was so dang tired. I'm like, I'm not usually this like mentally out. All I had was some leftover coffee that I'd stuck in the fridge because I didn't have the will to finish it yesterday. I was trying to decaffeine a little early because I've been having some insomnia. So stop
Yeah.
drinking coffee earlier in the day than usual. Or the night because I'm pretty nocturnal actually, similar to you. And yeah, I hadn't had my actual like any fresh coffee today.
Okay.
So I was like, that's why my brain is so. It's been a weird day. I woke
Right.
up and that's weird. This coffee tastes a little bit sweet.
Mm.
Um, I woke up and some days I just don't have the energy to. Well, people like, people sometimes wake and bake, right?
Hmm. What do you mean?
That's where they wake and they smoke pot. I wake and I listen
Oh,
to podcasts
yeah.
sometimes. So
Yeah.
very different. But yeah, I know. I don't know. I was trying to make a parallel be funny
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
entertainment of people on YouTube, I guess. But yeah, no, I sometimes with my long COVID, I just don't have the energy to, get out of bed, but I don't want to just
Yeah.
sit there staring at the ceiling. So a little bit of a
Uh,
podcast while I wait till my body
yeah.
like allows me to get out of bed and shower and go about my day.
Yeah. I watch YouTube for like a half hour every time I wake up.
Yeah, a little, yeah, a little more than that, but I think like 35 minutes or 40. So yeah, pretty similar. Maybe it was less. I don't know. I check messages. I try and put the time to a little bit productive use. So I was listening to this guy, Socialism for All. I've been listening to his podcast, his like YouTube channel, and this is the comment about the left flank accidental and I said the right got me thinking. Um, because this guy he's like a Marxist Leninist, right? And like a lot of MLs, this gets to be a constant problem because a lot of socialists, everything is based on like Marxist Leninism. It's the writings of Marx and the writings of Lenin, often commentary from like Stalin. It's not based on Trotsky's writings unless they're Trotskyites. It's not based on like Bukharin or any of the other contemporaries. It's not Kautsky. It's not.
Yeah.
But Lenin had a real problem with what he called reformists because in the Russian Revolution there were the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks. The Mensheviks are well, what he called reformists. The Mensheviks became synonymous. Like, anytime someone starts talking about democratic socialism, I think a lot of people think of like the Mensheviks in the Soviet Union
Oh
because
yeah.
like that's how Lenin characterized them all. He has like a chip on his shoulder, is the point. Uh, and so this guy is like he's mentioning communist, anarchists, and air quote democratic socialists. I'm like, it's not an air quote. I mean that's what I am. But there's always they're reformists. It's like no, there's two main branches of all socialism and democratic socialists fall between these two branches. There's evolutionary and revolutionary. So evolutionary are reformists and revolutionary are thinking that are similar to Marxist Leninists. They think a revolution is going to be necessary. The difference is like usually like democratic centralism, the idea of a vanguard party versus a more decentralized approach to revolution. But it,
Yeah.
it got me thinking. I'm like, it annoys me because the primary point of contention is not reformism; it's the vanguard party and democratic centralism. Like personally,
Mm.
I think democratic centralism is really problematic after you have the revolution. It's a great way to like keep everyone together on the same page when you're like trying to get power, either through electoral means or revolution. And I'm hoping electoral means can be plausible. That's the other thing is democratic socialists, even when they're revolutionary, they tend to be more flexible, like myself. Like I would prefer elections, but I know they're probably not going to work. But you still gotta like try.
Yeah.
Um, and then if people like start rigging elections and like refusing to hold elections, then you can do a revolution because at that point they've made it clear that they're not like the bourgeois are not going to allow like the electoral process to remove capitalism. But
Mhm.
anyways, but however socialists come to power, once they're in power, the whole problem with democratic centralism is that it doesn't allow like multiple parties. It forms a one party state, and that can lead to like corruption and make it harder to maintain flexibility of different ideas within socialism. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's kind of the primary point of contention. Like I've tried working with like I tried to connect with the Party for Socialism and Liberation. They're Maoist, they're democratic centralist, but like the whole thing that they say democratic centralism is we're more disciplined because we're all allied together, but there was no discipline in the PSL. They talked about forming a local like branch, and then they just never did it. Like they just said, "Oh, sorry, it's like the force is the B or something." They made some joke about like power about like those of power, but they never actually like formed the local branch. And it's like this was an opportunity. You had like 6 to 8 people in a relatively suburban area, which that's a ton of people for like white middle class suburbia to be like into socialism. To find like 6 or 7 people, in a
Yeah.
geographic area, that's more than enough to found like a local branch of a. You don't need to just have your offices in the major cities. That's like basically giving up on most of the country. And I don't know. And if that's the best they can do, like if the whole reason to accept democratic centralism is ostensibly so everyone's on the same page and there's more party discipline, but they didn't have any party discipline. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know if you thought about where you wanted to move your units while I was away.
Not entirely sure. I think I'm gonna have to attack this high elf berserker on the right with
Yeah, you might have to inch up.
one of my.
I
Yeah.
might move the dread monkey a couple tiles hexes forward. See if you can lure him out, and you still have that longbowman that's kind of lagging in the middle of the field. You're gonna probably want to move to the right. So I would just kind of keep.
Oh God. I. Well, that was a misclick.
Too bad
Whoops.
there's no undo button like in
That's really
Wildermyth.
bad.
Well,
Shit. Wait, he can sprint.
you could just throw some filth at the high elf
Yeah,
berserker at this
that
point.
that is true. I might as well.
Yeah,
Oh, they have a
well,
lot
no
of health.
plan survives contact with the enemy.
I was just trying to see how far he could move, and then I hit the, hit the wrong button.
I've been there.
Well, yeah, I guess throw filth,
Yeah, what
sprint
I
away
like about
afterwards.
yep, what I like about Wilderness is you can save in the middle of battle and you can undo
Yeah,
moves, even as long as you don't. Well, you can't undo attacks, just movement. But
yeah.
um,
Oh, he can't sprint yet. Okay. Well, he might be dead.
uh,
That's not great. Shoot.
13 damage. 13. How much would the? Oh yeah, I guess if two of them hit him. Yeah. So I guess you're just gonna have to move up your hunter's longbowman to support that monkey and like prepare to
Yeah.
like shoot them.
See if I can get
The
this high elf berserker dead.
Yeah, the nearest hunter, if you're worried that they're gonna rush the monkey and attack him melee, you probably only need to move. You could probably have that high elf hunter move like to the right side of the map, and like kind of
Hmm.
come around that pillar there, like move like 3 hexes, 4 hexes, so it's standing on the far side of that like pillar on the right. This ones that are two out.
Yeah.
So
The front pillar or the back pillar?
the one in the middle, there's like they just keep coming. Like the one that's not the one that's the monkey is standing next to, but the one further out on the right side there. If you like move the hunter that doesn't have the secret enchantment around there, so it can get a nice clean line of sight and anything that tries to tries to attack the dread monkey from its right side. You know, because there's only 2 hexes they can stand on and attack the monkey. Well, actually 3,
Yeah.
4, but they're not gonna. They'll probably just occupy 2 of them.
The
Since
pillar
they-
that's right here. This one that just one
Uh,
tile away.
Yeah, I would just keep moving like 2 more tiles in that direction that it was just going.
Yeah.
Because you don't want the hunter to take full advantage of. Um. Oh yeah, it's already got well, clean line of sight, but it probably does. It probably suffers. It's in range, but it probably suffers line of sight. So then have it move 1 tile closer to the center. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to ensure that it's either got clean line of sight or it can get to where it has clean line of sight with 1 or 2 tiles of movement. The one with the Seeker enchantment can probably stand behind that thing's, or let's see.
Maybe just out of range of the monkey.
Out of range of monkey. No, I'm saying that I don't know what you mean by out of range of the monkey.
Like 2 tiles away from the monkey.
2 tiles away from it? Oh no, I would still have it stand further back because they're gonna kill the monkey
Oh,
and then they're gonna come
yeah.
rushing for the hunters. So,
That's
I'd probably have the Seeker enchantment high elf hunter move like 3 hexes towards the other hunter that's in the front on the right. Since it doesn't have to worry about line of sight. Probably another Tex. Because you're going to have another hunter that needs to take probably that position.
Okay.
Maybe 1 more hex. Yeah, in there. And then you can have the other one move like 3 hexes to where, you know, on the left, like, because it's all about clean lines of sight. Actually, might need it to stand between the 2 pillars to ensure they can get clean hits.
You can shoot over these pillars, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can shoot over them, but you'll suffer line of sight penalties if you're not staying next to a pillar. So, yeah, I would have the 3rd high elf hunter stand between the 2 pillars, probably. Like 2 tiles between it and the monkey.
Where? Here?
So, like,
Or 2 more tiles forward to the
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that. Wait. If it moves... I didn't realize they... Well, I should have realized they have such long range. Hold on. Have that hunter on the far right on guard that's closest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they can both get a shot on the
Yeah,
berserker.
if it moves 1 more tile closer, like, or along, I would say keeping to the right.
Or left?
Just
right?
the way direction it's currently facing, in a straight line relative to how it's facing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it can shoot that high elf berserker from there.
Yep.
Yeah, I just realized the other hunter. I'm like, oh, you can shoot them. You don't need to wait, and you don't even suffer line of sight penalties. It's a nice, clean line.
All right. So should I do that?
Yeah, I would shoot it. And then the one with the Seeker enchantment can fall up behind it. I would take it off guard.
Oh, follow it.
Yeah.
I see. Can't quite reach though.
Yeah, but it can just be
This
ready.
one can move forward to the right or left and get a shot in.
Probably the left to have the best shot of getting into clean line of sight. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, what was that?
Fumble.
Crit failure? Fumble. Oh, okay. Dang. I haven't seen that before, but yeah, this is the first time. But I do a lot of fighting with low morale.
Yep, now you got a longbowman and initiate to kind of come up the rear. Hey, I should have realized that it's such long range. I could have probably suggested the other hunter, actually, the one with Seeker, take a shot as well. Oh well.
That's right. Can this longwoman get a shot?
No. Neither of them is fast enough.
It can move pretty close. It can move to the two top. It can move left of the high elf hunter. I don't know if that'll be out of range.
It'll be out of range. Yeah, still I would have it get as close as it can. The longbowman. Can only move 4 tiles, right? So
Yeah. So should I move 2 tiles straight to the right now, or 2 tiles forward again? And
2 more
fill this
forward.
gap here. Forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's
just
out of
out of range.
range.
1 tile out of range. Dang.
Yeah, but it can reach anywhere that they're likely to.
Yeah, next one as soon as I move. And then the initiate, down the middle as well. Or should I have it back up the longwoman? Probably more to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go more to the right and stand like, 4 tiles pillar. Because, yeah.
I'll move over here. Okay, let's see if they kill the dread monkey. They probably won't. They can get as many attacks on it as they want, pretty much. Oh. Well. Okay. Oh, that was bad. Wow. Okay, that high elf berserker is probably dead though.
Yeah, the one that's disgusted and such.
They do like no damage to these dwarves. Oh shit.
How many casting points do you have left?
None. 3.
Hmm. Uh,
I didn't realize projectile resistance was that bad. They have 15 defense. Okay, wow.
that's because they're in guard mode. It'll only be 13 when they're not in guard mode.
Oh, right.
Um. Hmm. So I'd probably have that high elf hunter, the one that's on the left, pull back 2 tiles, since it can fire over pillars. And I'll have clean line of sight that way, so that it's next to initiate.
Um,
The
on who?
leftmost hunter.
Fire on the high elf berserker.
Yeah, the one that's wounded. I would have it pull back 2 tiles. Well, I would just have
I
it pull
could.
back 2 tiles for now, because you're going to want the
I could.
initiate to probably advance 1 tile
I could have the
forward.
initiate move 1 tile forward and then kill the high elf
Yeah,
berserker.
but then the hunter, it'll block the hunter, which you probably want the hunter to move. You get what I'm saying? I would say have the hunter
I
pull
want the
back
hunter to
first.
retreat.
What?
I want the hunter to retreat, and then for the initiate to take the hits.
Yeah, you want the initiate to stand in front of the hunter. That's what I'm saying.
You sure? I mean, this
Well, so
hunter.
that the initiate
Oh,
can get where it doesn't suffer the range penalty. Longbowmen don't have to worry about that. You need to kill that
yeah.
berserker this turn, and if you
The,
don't do enough damage, it'll get another set of hits in. So
you want me to kill both high elf berserkers this turn?
no, just the wounded one. You're not going to be able to kill both. That's impossible.
Okay.
But yeah, I would take the leftmost hunter, pull back 2 tiles, have the initiate move forward 1, and attack the berserker. Oh, this thing is flanking where it's standing. Interesting.
I mean,
Uh,
I have the possibility to do 60 damage to this high elf berserker.
Hold on a second. Charge only works if they move 3 or more hexes. Huh. Uh, Interesting. But yeah, no, I would pull the hunter back too, and have the initiate hit the thing. Sorry, what were you saying? Or have the initiate
Um,
swap positions with the hunter more or less.
I think I can kill them both this turn. Both high elves.
Maybe, and then there's the dwarves to worry about. So yeah, I would. You're gonna want to start like doing a fighting retreat so that you can hit them and keep your distance. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, if the high elf hunter pulls back 2 tiles and stands behind that pillar, then it doesn't suffer a line of sight penalty because it's standing adjacent to the pillar. Do you get what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
initiate can move forward and should be able to get flanking on the initiate, the high elf initiate. So that's what I would do.
Okay. So have the high elf hunter fall back, even though he'll lose a shot.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you'll need
Yeah, I
the.
guess you can. Okay. Then move the initiate forward,
Sorry.
and
Yeah.
then hit the high elf berserker
Yeah,
on
because
the
it's
right,
got
the wounded one.
flanking. Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
flanking there and no range penalty, so it's a perfect position.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Ooh, really?
Ooh. Darn it. That was
I
supposed to do a lot more damage.
probably should have tried disjuncting mask here. This morale is ruining this battle.
Yeah, the problem is that there was a chance of disjuncting failing, and you'd be really screwed
Yeah.
if it had failed. Um, Now the high elf that moved back 2 tiles should be able to take a couple shots and see how that does. See if you get bleeding, see if you fumble any hits, that kind of thing.
You want the one that fell back to shoot?
Or oh wait, you can get flanking, can't
Right.
you?
Good.
The one that's not in melee actually, the one with the seeker enchantment, I think you can swing around the right side and get flanking that high elf berserker. If it
He's got
moves.
3 shots though. Oh, although there's a small chance he'll be left with 1 HP if I make all 3 shots.
Yeah. But you're gonna want the flanking anyways because like it can stand over there and put distance between itself and the dwarf and some of the stuff on the left. You don't
Yeah.
want it to get
The
massacred.
move 2 tiles, move seeker enchantment, move 2 tiles to the right and then 1 to the top right, maybe.
Yeah, or at least 2 to the right so so that you're standing so you can get flanking. And probably 1 to the top right.
Does it have flanking? Oh, yeah, it does have flanking. Okay. So move top right now.
Uh uh What, still have 2 hits there?
Yep.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
This
all
might
the
not kill it either.
yeah, the numbers always lie to you because there's
It's
a chance of
still worth a
fumbling
shot.
with most of them. Although this one won't fumble because it's got normal morale.
Okay. Nope. There we go.
Nice. And it leveled up. It's now a veteran.
Good luck. Sweet. Okay, and now this one is allowed to shoot again.
Which one?
The one that was in what's it called? Close range.
Oh. The one that's got 2 shots left can shoot at the other High Elf Berserker first to see how it does. The one that already
Yeah.
moved 2 tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if you fumble hits if
That
you
is
get
true.
crits.
I'll do that.
Well, you can't crit at
The only
low
one I can
morale.
reach. Oh, it fumbled. Wow. I've gotten like 3 already this game. This battle.
But you inflicted bleeding, which only had a 1 in 4 odds. That's
Sweet.
actually just inflicting the bleeding was probably better than not fumbling.
Hmm.
Yeah, actually, only a 20% chance or something of, well, no, 25 on the elves, 20 on the dwarves.
I kind of want.
Uh,
Oh no, I can't retreat. Well, that's really bad.
yeah, I would have the one that got meleeed fall back a couple tiles, probably so it's staying next to the other hunter, or maybe somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, next to the other hunter, have clean lines of shot. Clean lines of sight. You can shoot the high elf berserker.
It'll still be in range of the dwarf berserker.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, like down by the bottom pillar.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this dwarf's not
you might lose one of these hunters.
probably.
Hmm. In which case, if you're willing to
No strike
sacrifice
wins.
this wounded hunter, you could have it get closer to the high elf and actually do flanking. And that way, when the dwarf moves, it can't move any further after it attacks. So it only move like one hex attack instead of a whole bunch. Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, if you have it move too closer to the berserkers, I think you can get flanking in the high elf.
In which direction?
Uh, like as if it was trying to charge the high elf berserker. Shortest path.
The wounded, the 16 health out,
Yeah,
high
yeah.
health. But I don't see. He's facing the right. Or are you saying get flanking with the left high elf long woman?
Uh,
Oh,
the
the
one on
left
the
high elf
left,
long woman is currently flanking it.
yeah, the one on the left could
Yeah,
actually
he's
even
flanking
fall
it
one tile back and still,
and still hit. Although he has
yeah,
to worry about the dwarf on the left. That's definitely gonna hit him.
yeah. Maybe he should just stay where he
There.
is actually. But yeah, could shoot, could shoot the high elf berserker, and then the other high elf can do flanking as well. They can both get flanking.
I almost
Yeah.
think the high elf longbowman should move forward so that it doesn't have charge when it gets to him.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That'll prevent the dwarf
Or will it
from
do that, or
charging.
will it will the AI is not smart enough to just waste its movement moving back and forth just to charge, so is it?
I don't think so, and if it does, it'll have fewer attacks left. So,
Okay, so should I have him move forward?
yep.
Otherwise he could move to the left and he'd still be closer to the no
And I
wait.
would just
Yeah, no,
move
he can move
forward
left.
since after you kill this, you're gonna want to start dealing with other berserkers.
Okay.
So,
With the the longbowman, yeah?
yes, yeah, I'd have it
Okay.
move and then take its 3 shots.
At the high elf.
Yes.
Alright, I see. Come on.
And
16.
now the wounded hunter should be able to finish that off by getting. Oh, it's already got flanking. Oh, what's its yellow movement range?
It can move one more tile. So
Hmm.
yeah, I should probably move this guy forward too, so the other. I mean, the dwarf's gonna kill it either way, but I guess
Better
should
if
be
it.
able to take away charge from it,
Yeah,
right?
well, also keep in mind once it attacks, it's done with its turn, so you don't want to move as many tiles forward because that'll create more space for the other ranged units to fall back. So yeah, I would have it move a tile forward. Stand on
Okay.
top of where the high elf berserker was, and then just shoot.
And then finish off the high elf.
Yeah, unless it fumbles. Hope it doesn't.
Okay. Oh no. Can it still do it? No. It's at 5 HP. Shit.
Shoot.
Seriously, I need better luck.
Yeah. The
I don't think I'm
RNG.
winning.
Yeah,
I
you
don't think I
might
can take
lose.
out these dwarves.
Not if you
Well,
didn't take out the high elf. Yeah, you might be screwed. For what it's worth, the high elf will get, no matter what happens, it'll die due to bleeding. So it's
yeah.
just mostly a matter of it'll get an attack in before it dies.
Yeah.
Well, all
Sucks.
your units have moved now, right?
Yep. That's everyone's movement
Yep.
and actions.
So I guess we
Let's
just wait for
see
the
what happens.
doom.
He still has 1 HP left. Oh my. Yep, there we go. Alright, are you gonna survive? You aren't. Shoot.
But he got some retaliation hits in because you move closer.
Ouch. Yeah, that's what I didn't want happening with the initiate. Fuck.
Here
Oh
lies
well.
High Elf Berserker. Here lies Dread
Okay.
Monkey.
Now what?
Let's see. You got Initiate and 2 Hunters left, right? And they have
Yeah,
2 Berserkers.
You'll
Uh,
sort of outnumber them, but they are tier 2s.
hmm.
So they probably got me beat now.
You might manage it, but it's going to require some luck.
Which I haven't had much of.
Yeah, true. It's probably
Okay.
worth a shot. If you try and retreat now, you might get away with 1 unit, but if you go all in, you might win and still have 1 unit. So, uh, yeah, I would. You're gonna definitely have to take advantage of the terrain. The high elf that's got the seeker enchantment, right?
Yeah,
How much can it move and still have 3 hits?
just one tile.
Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot. And you don't want the stupid thing charging it. Uh. Okay, you're gonna probably need to sacrifice the initiate so that that one with the seeker can not get charged in 1 turn, right?
Yeah.
Um, I'd probably have the initiate stand. Um, probably needs to stand 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Shoot. Oh, I can't even shoot. If a hunter moves 4 tiles, how many attacks does it have left? 2 or 1?
1.
1. So it can only move 3 tiles and still have. Um, yeah, I would have the hunter on the right move towards the dwarf on the right, 3 tiles, so that the dwarf won't get charged.
Not just one tile?
Yeah, not just.
Because if he moves one tile, he'll be only 2 tiles away.
Hmm. Huh. Oh wait, you can get flanking on the stupid dwarf now that's not in guard mode. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. If the initiate gets closer to the other dwarf to delay it, but it can set up flanking for the rest of the units. Let's see. I don't know exactly where that they have to stand to get flanking, but if the initiate moves 1 tile to the upper left, to where the dead High Elf Berserker goes, does it get flanking there? It's probably gonna have to close either way, so I would move into the.
Uh, yeah, it has
Yes, it
flanking,
does.
but there's a line of sight penalty.
Uh,
Should be able to move one more tile to clear line of sight penalty, I think. Yeah, no, that should do it.
yeah, yeah, I would do that then.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. 11 to 17.
Yep. Keep your
Should I
fingers
make the
crossed.
attack now?
Yep, and I would cross my fingers you don't suffer
Another
or,
fumble.
or oh, actually, hold on a second. I would have it move 1 tile closer to like 1 tile further
Well,
forward because if it's
to the
flanking, it
left?
can use no, so it's staying directly next to the dwarf.
It can
It
still
goes
make a range attack there?
as long as the dwarf isn't facing it. Yeah.
Oh, because it won't be engaged.
Yes, it's only engaged if it's if the enemy is facing it.
Okay.
That's so that the other dwarf won't end up getting charge on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would attack from there. Flanking at point blank. Nice. And that was max damage too, I think, right? 17, yeah. Yeah, it
Yep,
was
max
11.
damage.
Yeah, you might actually be able to win this one because you rolled high on that attack.
Sweet.
If you'd rolled low, you were screwed. And then the one with the secret enchantment. Let's see. How much would it take to finish this thing off? Possibly all 3 hits, but the other hunter can shoot 2.
Ooh. Yeah, 3 hits
Yeah.
at max damage
How many
will finish.
tiles can it can move? It can only move 3 tiles and still have 2 hits, right? That's its yell range.
It can move 3 tiles. Yep, and have yellow.
Yeah, so I would have it move to the max of its yell range, staying behind this like terrain, so that it's standing behind those pillars and shoot the berserker twice.
The secret enchantment one?
Yeah. That way the other dwarf will have a hard time reaching it because of the terrain.
Behind this, so you want me to move behind this wall?
Yes.
3 tiles north.
Well, it's 1 tile north and 2 to the left.
Wait, 2 left? We might be facing different directions.
Possibly. It's if
Wait, so
if it's standing in the gap between that pile of rubble and the wall, and then it'd be up and to the left 2 tiles. So it's standing right next to 3 tall pillar pieces.
3
So it's
tall pillar pieces?
yeah, you see how the wall has like 3 pieces, 3 tall pieces, as opposed to the like little mound of rubble there, so that it's like
I'm not sure I understand.
if the dwarf is on the left side and the high elf is on the right,
Yeah, that's how I got
up
it oriented.
and then up left, because this is a hex
Up
grid, so
and then up left. So he's next to the rocks and the tower and the wall pillar.
Yeah, except up and up left 2 tiles, so he's just next
Right.
to the
So
wall.
he's standing next to the wall and the 2 pillars.
Yeah,
I see. Okay.
I mean it's all
So
kind
right.
of wall. I thought of that as one giant wall.
So right here,
Yep, and I hope he doesn't fumble.
and then make the shot.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, he
Now,
rolled low.
yeah, he rolled minimally, I think, but that happens.
Here, I need the other hunter to finish that dwarf off. For sure.
If this
If it,
hunter moves 1 tile to the right, will he have line of sight?
I believe so. If he doesn't, you may have to move him another tile closer.
And then he'll lose his attacks, but that's okay, I
Yeah.
guess.
You need
Worth a
line of
shot.
sight. Yep.
Okay, he's got line of sight. Shitty damage though.
6 to
Well,
10
3
times
times 6.
3?
Well, actually, 3 times 6. Yeah, 10 times 3 is good, but
He does
3
18
times
to 30
6.
damage. Odds are he
Yeah,
kills the dwarf if he doesn't fumble. So,
yeah. If he
I would
doesn't
take,
fumble, or if he rolls minimally though,
yeah.
he could be left on 2 health.
Even if he rolls minimally, as long as he inflicts bleeding.
Oh, that's true. That will. Oh wait,
It's
is he
already
bleeding already?
bleeding. Yes.
Oh,
See,
good. Okay, then he should be dying anyway.
yes, as long
All right.
as you don't fumble the shots, you're good. Because fumbles
Yeah,
deal
I'm
half
losing
damage.
a lot of units here, but this is starting to turn around. All right, let's see if he can. Let's see if he can do it. Okay, he's gone.
Nice.
And he
And the
leveled up.
hunter leveled up. Now you just got that one last berserker to worry about, which will probably kill 2 of the 3 remaining units, but you'll probably win in the end.
Oh, he went around to charge anyway.
Yeah. That was smarter than I expected. That was they are smart enough to like stand at certain positions. If it gives them charge or flanking, they're just not smart enough to waste movement completely.
All right.
Like not to move away and
So
then closer usually.
should I just take 6 full strength shots at the guy and kill him?
Uh,
Should be around 60 damage.
yeah, but you're gonna want to be careful about how you position units. I would say, because right now, if the dwarf charges the hunter that doesn't have seeker, it's guaranteed to get flank. I mean, to get charge. So I would have it.
So move 1 tile to the top right with the other hunter.
No, to the left. You want to stand further from the hunter because it's probably going to charge the hunter and kill the hunter. The hunter can only move one
Oh,
tile and
I
still have
got
3
you.
hits.
So move this hunter to the left.
Yes. As far as it can go and still be green, which
Right
is
here.
probably there. Yeah. And then I would take the shots
Okay.
with flanking.
Come on. Yeah, he's
You
at
didn't
30.
make it, did not make it bleed though. And then
There's still a chance he dies outright here.
yep. And if not,
Should I move at all, or is this positioning already as good as it can get?
it's
Yeah,
as
no,
already
he
as
can't move.
yeah, it's as good as it can get.
Yeah. Come on, shit.
Oh no, it's dead.
Oh wait,
You,
yeah, it is bleeding.
it's
Good.
bleeding.
Okay.
It dies at the start of its turn. You won, and
Oh,
you made it with 2 hunters
yes.
alive. I
I
thought you
didn't
were.
lose everything.
I
Well,
thought you were. My prediction is you were gonna win with just 1 hunter, and it was gonna be badly
yeah.
wounded hunter. I thought it was gonna come down to like retaliation hit stabs the berserker with its last retaliation before it
Yeah.
dies, and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that well, it went a lot worse than I thought at the start. It
Yeah,
went better than I thought halfway through.
yeah, you fumbled a lot of hits at the beginning, and then your luck turned around.
Red raptor egg.
Oh,
What's
ooh.
how does that spawn a mount?
Yes, you give it to a hero, and after a couple turns, it hatches into a red raptor, which is a pretty good mount. It gives the
Sweet.
hero fire resistance and the ability to inflict bleeding wounds with its attacks. That's a really
Yeah.
good mount.
All right,
That,
sweet.
and you got some knowledge too, right?
Yes. Now it'll be 1 turn to get long slide strider.
Yeah, you didn't finish it instantly. Oh well.
Yeah, but it helps.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, so
Sweet.
you're probably gonna need to courier the red raptor egg to one of your heroes. Probably. Uh. Maybe
My main
Shira.
hero.
Shira the Bard is your closest hero, right? Well, if you select the courier, how many turns does it say to each of your heroes? Because
Where
others
is the
under.
item? How does this work?
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
haven't
the
messed.
item is in a bag.
Yep.
Item set. I click this. Click the item. I courier.
Yep.
Send items to the heroes.
And it should tell you there should be a number telling you how many turns to courier to any given hero.
Okay, I see. 1 to Awanes, 1 to Shane, 2 to Shira, 2 to Nashak.
Ah, wait, Nashek. Oh, you're orc.
The
Yeah, you
orc.
got 4
Yeah.
heroes. Ah, so the ones underground are closer, right? I was like the pathfinding underground. It's kind of messy. And I didn't know if it would how many turns that would be. Apparently, that's only 1 turn away, where
So
there's
I could
currently.
give it to the Nashak's already got a mount. So yeah, I guess it's between the Bard and Awanes.
Yeah, he's already got blight test 4. Yeah, and those are the ones that are gonna have to fight the Archons in a sec. Although Archons, I don't know if they can be made to bleed. Now that I think about it. Uh, do any of the Archons do fire damage? No. Shoot.
Okay. Should I get O and S up on the surface sometime?
Um. Well, no, you got to have Awanes go run over to try and deal with the Archons, I think,
Oh, that's true. Right.
because they're gonna try and take Fugold from you. Might burn the city to the ground or something,
Right.
and
I'll have those two move as far as they can, which isn't far enough, but oh well.
maybe if they don't attack on the first turn, if they do, maybe they'll be a weakened.
Oh, the human can get a little bit closer.
Uh,
Chain.
yeah, could.
Move on to the gold mine? Or should he just
Um,
stay here? Because he will be slightly stronger if he stays here, right? Because he'll have more. Or is he considered part of the army? So he get
yes, he
the,
gains
the
nature's resistance from staying on the
okay.
same tile as the hero.
Yeah, that.
Um, yeah, I don't know how aggressive these Archons will be. They might go for the army right away, or they might not.
Yeah.
Um,
Should I move any of these animals in, or any of these units into the city?
I mean, they're
Do I
already
want that?
considered the standing on the city. They're in the outskirts right now.
So they will be inside the walls when the battle starts,
Yeah,
and
if
not
they're
out there.
attacked there, if it attacks either of those two units, if they're reinforcing a unit outside the walls, I think you get a field battle. So if
Oh, okay.
Shane was standing on the gold mine and the animals were standing next to the gold mine and they attack
Then
Shane, you would get a
the
field
fight
battle with
takes
it.
place. Okay. Yeah, the fight will take place on the mine, not the city.
Yes.
But if they
Uh,
attack the penguins directly, then the penguins will be in the walls. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, I'm not seeing any benefit to sending the Red Raptor, and it's entirely possible this goes that that freaking Titan. I can't believe they spawned a Titan. This
Yeah.
could go tits up. I mean, I was worried about the Archons, and that's why I was having you train so many Dwarf Axemen, but this could go tits up even with all the preparation. Because the Titan
Yeah.
has wall
Aurora,
crushing.
Archon, Titan is.
They have all these casters that can heal as well.
Yeah.
They have a
Well,
lot of.
only the one, right? Only the
No,
Roman army will invade. Yeah.
oh, yeah, that's true. The others will just keep defending the Boneyard. Then you just have to deal with two archers, a caster, and a Titan. That could still go tits up, but it's less likely.
Yeah.
Uh,
Not great.
they could, even if they take the city, it still takes turns to
They
like
do
raise the
have fire
city.
weakness. They do have fire weakness.
Oh, they have fire weakness.
Yeah. Although I don't think it'll matter because the egg takes like 6 turns to hatch, so
Yeah, yeah, it's not gonna matter.
I might as well
Um,
just give it to Shira.
yeah, I would courier it to Shira because she's actually standing right next to. Well, she's less likely to get killed. In a worst case scenario, the Archons could kill one of the other, the other
Yeah.
heroes.
And that they'd lose their items or they just turn into a bag on the floor?
The items would turn to a bag and a floor, and
Okay.
the and I don't know what would happen with Shane, but I know Awaness would enter the void, where
Oh,
she would reappear in your capital city after like 6 turns.
I think Shane would just die
Yeah, quite possibly.
because
If you,
he wouldn't resurgence.
I don't know if other heroes enter the void or if they just die. It's entirely possible Shane would just be dead, gone forever. But
Yeah.
Awaness would return to the void and come back in like 6 turns in your throne city.
Oh, okay.
Um, so you wouldn't have to worry about getting Awaness back, but Shane maybe.
All right.
But yeah, I would
Uh,
just courier
explore.
to Shira.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would courier to Shira, and then there's
Oh,
that gold
okay.
mine to clear. Although, oh shoot, we're already at like an
Right.
hour. Yeah, did you query the egg yet, or?
Yep, it's on its way.
Oh, cool. Um, yeah, I guess you might as well explore because we don't have time for another battle in this video. Keep it exciting for the people on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, you got that frostling ice scaper on the in the boat on the river next to
Yeah.
the air elementals and stuff. I would keep
Yep.
exploring down that river and see what you find.
Oh, what? What is this?
Monster Den.
3 spiders.
This is where the spiders
Okay.
are coming from. This is why there was spiders crossing the mountains. I found
Oh.
a dread spider queen. It must have been spawned by this spider layer.
Oh. Hey, who's this?
Oh, you found it.
Independence. I not. Do I have to embark to meet them? Should I enter their territory now? We're not at war. They'll let me in, right?
I I think you'll get a message when you try and enter a territory. So yeah, I would try. Try and
Okay.
disembark.
Okay. Neutral Tigrans, the outpost of Tushari. Trespass or negotiate? Negotiate.
Negotiate. Yeah. You don't want to
Open
upset them.
borders.
You could do it, or you could just not do it and wait till they give you a quest, and they might offer you open borders as a reward for a quest. I would
Okay,
just
it's only 68 gold.
how much?
78. Sorry,
78 gold?
it's affordable.
Yeah, I would do it because it'll get more expensive as their city grows. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would just
Okay.
open borders with them.
All right. Sweet. Give me a little more good alignment. Then should I
Yeah.
actually embark or should I keep sailing down? Disembark. Sorry. Should I disembark there or
I
should
would
I keep
keep
sailing?
sailing down because if you get on the boat again, you'll soak all your movement. So
Right.
yeah, I would just keep going down the river.
Why do they have so little vision? Is it because they're embarked?
Uh, yeah, probably. Uh, some units only have like two. I think it's normally three. So yeah, they're probably because they're embarked. Um, yeah, but now
And
you can.
then
They control part of the river, so I guess it's good that you signed open borders because
yeah, I
the
couldn't get through
river.
anyway.
Yeah, you couldn't get through without trespassing, which you could have done. They wouldn't have been able to do anything to stop you, but
They just lose relations, right?
yeah,
Would that hurt my influence? My not my alignment. Would that hurt my alignment?
might have, but it might have hurt. It would have probably hurt their opinion of you. What's your alignment at now?
Still neutral, but 175.
Oh, nice. The next time you like negotiate open borders or integrate it or accept an offer to join your empire or something, you'll become good, which will make
Sweet.
your whole empire happier and give your units like a morale bonus for a few turns and such. Um,
Then
where's
move the
the
other frostling. Oh yeah, there's some flotsam here. Might as well
nice?
grab that.
Yep,
It's 96 gold. Sweet.
nice. Yeah, and you can just keep exploring down the river.
Ooh, blight. No,
Yep.
volcanic. Sorry.
Yeah, looks kind of similar. It's all Mordory, either way.
Yeah. I just found the volcanic trees first, so they looked. I just saw a bunch of black dead trees.
Yeah, there's a
All right.
bridge here. Nice.
Hmm.
I believe when a ship is on a bridge, disembarking becomes free. Like if they're on the same tile as a bridge.
Oh yeah.
So you might be able to like basically dock at the bridge and then
Hmm.
have the raider explore overland to see what's in that volcanic area. That's probably where if I were to guess, the human dreadnought is probably in volcanic terrain because he has a
Yeah.
fire alignment, fire and water.
So you might be over here.
Yeah. Um, you might find one of the AIs in this corner of the map further south, but this is probably the edge of the kind of terrain they are in. Or actually, is no, maybe the fire alignment was only the goblin. Well, you still might find the dreadnought on the volcanic terrain either way.
All right. Time to clear
Um,
this gold mine.
yeah, let me save first in case of crashes.
Okay.
And I'm going to also cut the YouTube stream and start a new one. So, folks in YouTube, farewell for now. I wish you all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. May you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Sorry if the random political talk earlier is annoying, but I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Ciao.